what did you like most about the overall performance from your group tonight?
I think everybody stuck to the game plan. Like we did a couple of good. We had a really good video session today on a game plan against Colorado, and I just thought we stuck to our game. Like 1 through whatever 21 guys, I thought everybody stuck through it.
Elias Pettersson, the young defenseman, what are you seeing from him? What are you liking from him right now?
Yeah, lots to like. You know, he's a bull out there. Strong, good first pass, can shoot the puck. I mean, there's just a lot to work with. You know, he's a prototypical D that you want on your team. And like a footy, and we were talking the other day with Ganch. We were in Dallas that game before the game. We were talking how there's lots to work with this guy. So, you know, he's a guy that we're glad we have. He's, like I said.
With the other Pettersson, Marcus Pettersson, what is it that Adam Foote maybe likes most about him and what he can bring to a lineup?
Yeah, I think the underrated part, even talking to Sid, but just even watching him in Pittsburgh, he's a leader type. Like, he's chirping on the bench. He's talking. Like, usually guys that get traded, they're quiet. He's not quiet. Even the last time out, we were talking, and he was talking about going the weeks. Like, he's not afraid to. You can tell he's got some leadership qualities in him, and it really adds to our room as much as on the ice.
And Bluger playing with those two Swedes, is there something you've liked from them in the past 2 games? Are they finding something as a fourth line?
I think they're really working hard. I thought they worked hard tonight, that line. I think Carlson and Hoggy really, and NP and Blues really worked hard tonight. So that's the identity we got to get from them, like an energy line.
On DPD, I suppose, just to come back to it, been sort of fascinating to watch you guys use him. You know, he plays like 10 minutes. The first 2 games got up to third pair minutes, and then tonight, you know, for much of the game until sort of late, he was even top 4 or 5 on 5, but no defensive zone starts. When you sort of talk with Adam about how to sort of go through these phases, what's the design, what's the thought being put into it, and why?
Yeah, I think young defensemen, you want to cocoon them a little bit, right? You want to make sure you get them in some good situations. I've always felt, you know, the D are the last line of defense, and when you make a mistake, you know, the spotlight's on them. So we really wanted to kind of guard him a little bit, but now that he's taken small little bites, we got to give him more. So we got to look into, like you said, maybe some more D-zone face-offs in our end, things like that. But I think, to me, young defensemen, especially early, you got to just give them small little bites. And I think that's really, whether it's my philosophy or Footy's, we're on the same page.
Across the last 2 games, and especially the latter 40 minutes tonight, the second and the third period, looked like your club was able to not just dictate play 5 on 5, but actually generate maybe more chances than you have. There, some sort of dynamism offensively that you haven't always had over the course of the season. What do you attribute both the shift tonight after the first period, but also just generally from your group in Hughes' absence the last 2 games?
Well, I don't want to overstate it, but I think Hedel and Drew O'Connor, the speed and their willingness to take the puck in the middle on a rush, like it's a little breath of fresh air when, you know, you see Hedel take that puck, he goes in the middle of the ice, and that's when things happen. So to just add in those 2 guys has helped our rush game. And you can see, like Yogi, we're smiling because that's the stuff we need, right? So those 2 guys for sure, and obviously both Pettersson's back there, good first pass, transporting the puck. So that's where you get the flow going. So, I have to give them a lot of credit. I know it's 2 games, and you know, there's a big win, and I think, you know, we got to stay even keel. But I do like the rush part of it, that they're willing to take the puck, even at the end. I know people might not say it, but O'Connor gets it standing still. Most guys just throw it out, might ice the puck, and he skates it and gets the empty net. That's a big play because he can skate.
I just want to follow up on Hedel because he's doing everything you've been preaching for weeks and months about playing on the inside, and the one play when he actually drew the penalty because he drove the net so hard. And then another play I really like, but the puck possession, he gets there, he has the patience to see if there's a trailer, he turns and finds the guy. I mean, these are the things you've been preaching. I'm wondering, can it be contagious when you show 5,000 guys about what Hedel's doing and how that can help other guys?
Well, it helps in practice. Like, you know, we haven't had full practice with those guys yet either, so I got to give those guys credit. They haven't had a practice with us other than the morning skate. But when you practice and you practice with guys like that, Hedl, it is contagious. A lot of the games with, I call it when the guys are on your back and, you have the puck, he doesn't get rid of it, he holds it. And that's a big thing for offensive guys, that when you hold it. So hopefully it is contagious when he's around.
I can't believe we've gotten this far without talking about Demko.
Yeah, should have been the first question. Yeah, he was outstanding. They had those, listen, that McKinnon line, especially that first period, they're fast. Trust me, behind the bench, you're watching them speed up, and those cross ice passes, and he made those 2 big saves. They're 10-bell saves, right? And then we settled down, but I thought Demmer gave us a chance to settle us down.
What can a performance like that do for his confidence as he's working his way back? We know that it's been a difficult season for him, and he's trying to get back to his level. What can this game do for him?
Yeah, I think it was I think the last 3-4 games, his game's coming. And he had I forget, the Dallas game, I thought he was fine. What was the game before that? I thought he was outstanding. I can't remember the games, but he's been, his game's coming. I mean, you got to remember the guy's been off so long, and, he's used to playing, a good run of games. But, we're fortunate to have a guy like Lanks. So our goaltending, we're in good shape with goaltending around here.
Rick, with the 3 new guys, you're playing them in the final minute of the game.
Yeah.
Where does your confidence come to put them out in that situation? How do you decide that these 3 guys can be someone that you use in the final minute there?
Well, just the last 2 games, I thought just watching them, I think it's important that there's a confidence level that I give them. I was matching up Suter most of the night with McKinnon, but there was a couple times, actually Hedl was going to come off when McKinnon was on. I said, no, get out there. And I saw him go out there. He wins the draw. I mean, those are the confidence moments you got to give. And if a guy makes a mistake, you got to get him back out there. So I think it was important that you give those guys confidence.
You talked about the speed of O'Connor and Hedl.
Yeah.
But one of the changes you made in the second period was putting those 2 with Brock Boeser, who maybe doesn't have as much foot speed. But did it feel like it was necessary to kind of split up that top line because of that speed difference?
Yeah, I just had a gut feeling after the first. I just, I thought the game before, I thought the other 3 lines, were good. I didn't want to break up everybody but I just felt switch best with Garland and then put O'Connor up there to get some speed. I just had a feeling on that. And I think putting Dak on the checking line with Suter and Sherwood, I thought Dak was good. And he relishes that role. And I actually think Dak's starting to come. I think his last 3 games, he's chipping away at his game. And that's a huge force for us if we can get it. Like at the end, there are 2 minutes of the wall. He wins the wall battle. If they keep it in, who knows? So I think that's the stuff that, he can really supply for us.
You get the power play in the third period. Pettersson holds onto a puck with Makar on his back and draws the penalty to get it to 5-on-3. Did you like seeing that from him? And did you see enough from that 5-on-3 power play, considering the situation you were in, had a chance to really put the game away?
Well, I think we had 3 shots from the middle pretty hard. I think Phil had, we missed net 3. Those are middle shots. We missed the net there. I think a down low play, we rushed it. I think there's some poise. There's some poise there. If you just kind of relax a little bit, I think we were a little tight. But yeah, I think we're fine. I mean, yeah, you got to score in those moments, but I thought we had a couple of good looks.
Yeah, I was really proud of the way we played, and it's a good hockey team over there, and we knew, obviously they're star guys, what they can do in a game, and they got some looks, but I think we kept strong and held the fort down, and Denver made some unreal saves. So, kudos to everyone tonight.
How good do you feel for Thatcher after everything he's been through to get his first shutout of the year?
Oh, so happy for him. He works so hard. He does everything the right way. He's such a good pro, and for him to get a shutout tonight, just as one of his good friends, it's awesome to see, and to see him make some saves like that, it's I'm just so happy for him.
Do you guys think about that in the final few minutes there when they're making that last push, about getting that shutout for him?
Yeah, honestly, I think, it's definitely in the back of our heads, that and winning the hockey game. We definitely don't want to give up a goal for multiple reasons, for obviously that reason, and then to let him back in the game. So, I'm just happy that we competed till the final horn.
Aside from Demko, Why have you guys been defending better, Brock? Holding the team like that, 25 shots.
Yeah, I think, just lately we're playing a lot better defensively, and I think it starts with our breakouts. I think our breakouts have been cleaner, and, when you're having clean breakouts, you're not in the D zone as much, and, I think that's a big aspect, and, I think earlier in the season we always talked about our breakouts weren't great, and that's when we were giving up a lot of shots. So I think it's been better, and we got to keep it going.
Was it breakouts as well that sort of changed what the game looked like after the first period? Because
For sure.
especially defensive games seemed to really level up the latter 40 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously they made a couple pushes there, but I think we held strong, and then we kind of took over and got some good looks there in the second, and I really kind of felt that we started outworking them and outcompeting them, and drew a couple penalties and got some power plays and got momentum, so it was good.
Speaking of breakouts, you pretty nice stretch pass from opponent on your goal.
Yeah.
Was that a planned play that you guys had set up?
Yeah, we talked about it before the game, and we wanted to look for it at some point tonight, and it just took, I don't know what power play, the third power play to execute that, and Jake made a nice pass.
How much energy and freshness some of the new guys brought into the room here with the group?
Yeah, they've been great. They're all super nice guys, and they're communicating well. And I got to look with Hedel and O'Connor there, the second and third, and we were communicating well. And those guys are fast on the ice, so I'm trying to keep up. But yeah, it was good, and I thought we forechecked well. And even a guy like MP Marcus, he's communicating in the locker room in between periods and being a leader. So he's already stepped in, and it's been good.